October 12th, 2015. Already 12 days in the dang month. We got goblins, goons, and skeletons.
Oh no.
All over the dang place already.
It's Halloween, ladies and gentlemen.
And actually, that was when I went to Walmart this morning. Wait a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
What?
Hey.
RiteGuys Sports Talk. Here we go. We got
October.
NFL. We got a little MLB. We got a little bit of everything.
Soon to come, some NBA. I love it.
And NHL. A little bit of NHL for that ass for that.
Yeah. Coming at you in all different directions.
NHL came at us like, you know what?
Yeah. Straight down the tube. Hey.
And as we say that, welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us. And we're going to open up with little hot topics for the NFL.
Definitely. What we're looking at right now, and everybody else is looking at. We're looking at what unbeaten team has the best chance to continue their unbeaten streak. And we look at the unbeaten teams right now. We got Atlanta 5-0, Carolina 4-0, Cincinnati 5-0, Denver 5-0, Green Bay 5-0, and New England 4-0. So, brother, my question to you: who do you believe got that chance?
I look at Atlanta was looking pretty good so far. I think they are looking good, but as far as undefeated, you have to look at Green Bay. You got to look at New England, but you kind of look at their schedule and all that good stuff. But I think probably at this rate, probably Green Bay.
You're looking at Green Bay,
and there's a sleeper at Carolina. I think a lot of people are kind of sleeping past Carolina, but Carolina's a good. They had a good defense that finally came back.
Yeah.
After a couple years absence, they're just kind of like they took a nap for 2 years.
Yeah, Carolina
woke up. Hey guys,
does not have an easy schedule coming ahead of them. They have Seattle next, which that's definitely going to be a very close game. Philly, Philly's offense this week looked really good. We could see if they continue that. Who knows? It's been pretty sketchy there in Philly land.
What's up, Black?
Hey, what's going on, brother? And then they got Indiana. Is Luck going to be back? No, he's going to be back. What's going to go on there? They're looking better, but what's going to go on there? And then they got Green Bay. Green Bay is definitely is a no easy matchup. And then Tennessee probably being their easiest matchup of the five next games.
But they just gave Buffalo a run for their money that last little bit, the last game anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just not on the Buffalo bandwagon. I just don't. That offense is flat, and they got a good defense, but they just can't even put up anything. So
far, they can't put it together. Yeah, you're right. Our second question of the night will be: is it time for Dallas Cowboys to move on with Brandon Weeden and maybe move to see if the next either Moore or Castle, if Castle can get the next quarterback on there. What's up, Don?
What's up, man? My personal opinion, I think they stick with Weeden. There might be a little bit of talks, but I think they stick with Weeden and see what he does. They need somebody to hold ship, and if he can't perform next week, I think they look elsewhere and see what options they got. But next week, I see Weeden continuing the starting job there.
Well, I definitely disagree there. Their last game was kind of horrific. The offensive wise against New England, there's nothing with their offense that they should be able to get going more than that. Matt Castle, he just got there not too long ago. I think about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But the thing is, he just might not know the quarterback or know the playbook. But like you said, Weeden's been there for a long time, and maybe just stay with the veteran and go with that. But so far, I just don't see. I think maybe it should go on with maybe either Matt Moore or not Matt Moore. Yeah, I think Matt Castle too. Matt Moore's he's the guy from Boise State that's on the practice squad, but he's like the third string now. But they have a good running, they got a good defense, and they got a good running squad that they should be able to have produce better than what they did against New England. I think that was kind of a understatement what they can do, and they're a better team than that. But
I think in time that offense will get going.
yeah, everybody has to get healthy again.
I still
thanks everybody for joining there on Periscope.
Definitely. I just see Whedon as their best option there, but we shall see. I guess.
Yeah.
How that turns out.
Yeah, exactly.
On to bigger and better things.
Give a shout out to Bubba the Sponge. What's up, Bubba? I got the tail end of that, but what's up, Bubba the Sponge? Was it got the next question, or was that the Seattle one?
Oh yeah, definitely. So Seattle, they're having a rough go. Definitely, will Seattle be able to rebound after this loss? I mean, it really puts them in a bad position right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunately. Yeah, that they have their next game against Carolina.
Yeah,
they got them at home, but Carolina's no joke. They're one of the, like I saying in the beginning.
Yeah, they're 4-0 right now. You know, they're looking pretty good.
Do you have the next couple of games or no?
Seattle's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to go Carolina, and then they're going to go to San Francisco.
To San Francisco, which is not playing.
Yeah, and then right after that, they're going to Dallas.
At Dallas, which might be getting healthier. Which Seattle, man, it's just a tough schedule to be not playing their best ball. Last year, they might be able to recover a little better than this, but this year, offensively, they're not up to par.
Yeah.
Especially with Lynch been out the last 2 games. They gave up a 17-point lead.
Even when Rawls performed, he did pretty good. Decent
they
job.
had Fred Jackson as their running back and the younger guy, but they gave up a 17-point lead even with that defense. Yeah. That's a question mark. That's a big question mark. Even with the Cincinnati, with everybody, question mark. The big red
that
rifle.
Offense is ranked 18th. You know, it's way down there. It's under
with Jimmy Graham,
it's under the league average.
Jimmy Graham, they gave up one of their main offensive linemen to get this guy.
Yeah.
And
just nothing.
Just hasn't been going good so far.
Did New Orleans make the right decision on getting rid of him? That's what you start asking yourself. Everybody's saying it's a steal. Is it really a steal?
Well, I always said that.
Or is it?
I always say, if anything, if Jimmy Graham, what's been going on is he's been getting double teamed, or maybe sometimes 3 people on him. That gives them a chance with these wide receivers, maybe, that should be opening up some matchups, but it hasn't been with their passing game. They can't pass the ball. They can run the ball.
Yeah. That receiving core needs a little refreshing.
With Seattle, they do. With Doug Baldwin, they have, I can't even think of another guy, but when you think of, all the money they're spending, there's not too much money going on with their wide receiver core.
No. Jimmy Graham is like the biggest thing that's happened to their offense for a bit,
and they're trying to get him into the mix, but so far it just hasn't been going good in Seattle. So the question is, can they get back going? I think with their defense and how good they are, they can get going, but they play a tough. They're in Arizona, St. Louis. They have a tough schedule with
San Francisco game,
Carolina, and Dallas.
Might be I never put them out because they can put up some points sometimes, but we'll see. Maybe that's their winner there, but I mean, Dallas, but then they...
It depends on what Dallas team we see.
Seattle should... I'm thinking they rebound after this. They have to rebound. If they don't rebound from this, it's goodbye playoffs, pretty much. And this is their turning point, really. If they don't turn it now, it's dunzy for the season.
Yeah. I definitely have to agree. You have to figure it out here soon. Next question we got is Atlanta for real in the South there, NFC South. The next few games, they got New Orleans, Tennessee, and Tampa Bay. So far, so good. Even though they weren't looking all that good that last game against, was it Washington or is it Chicago?
Yeah, it was
Washington against Washington. But Washington's a tough defense. I kind of saw that coming, but...
Yeah. It was actually a pick. we actually chose not to put on Twit, but it definitely was something we were looking at. But looking at their next 5 games, they definitely have, and what you'd say is the easier road for teams. New Orleans will probably give them a little bit of challenge, but I'm pretty sure Atlanta will put the beating down, even being away on Tennessee and Tampa Bay, and then they go to San Francisco and play a game.
Those are rough games, but they've so far passed the test in my book. Atlanta's
Freeman coming out of nowhere, just he's been doing a great job there.
Freeman, and finally got some defense finally going in the ATL. Hello, and I don't see no reason why the ATL can squawk right them as well. There's a way into the top of the NFC.
Definitely.
With Green Bay and the top guys so far.
Yeah, and Seattle's defense is. We're talking about Atlanta.
What's up, Dan? What's going on, buddy? Let's just take a look at Philadelphia. They've kind of had some bumps and some bruises so far, but DeMarco Murray had some carries and he had
more success.
It was like 80 yards.
Yeah,
we're not gonna go into stats.
But yeah, no, he had a decent game, better than what he's been putting up. That's for sure.
But he had 20 carries, I believe it was 20 and 80. Yeah. That's what it was, and that's about what he's used to. You know, instead of he had it was 8 and whatever the heck he was, but he's more used to getting those carries, and I think the offensive line is getting more used to. Because it was a new offensive line for Chip Kelly there too, and I wouldn't be surprised if these Eagles would get eventually because the season is young. This is week 5, or we just got done with week 5.
Yeah, they just proved they can put us some points. So
and that's the thing. And it's still wide open with the Washington, the Giants barely skidded by the Giants, but the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
So it's still wide open in the in the East there.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles can get going.
Yeah, definitely. And then they got the Giants next for Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to play Carolina at home. They'll at Carolina or Philadelphia at Carolina. And then they're going to play Dallas after that. Miami and Tampa Bay. So they don't have the easiest schedule ahead of them as well. Mm-hmm. So we shall see how they go.
It's the NFC. Well, any schedule. I think any team in the NFL is going to have a tough schedule. They're always going to play someone tough.
Oh yeah.
What's up? Periscope's kind of slowing down there. Our next question is going to be.
Yeah, definitely. We're going down the Periscope land.
Periscope's out.
If you are...
YouTube still, we got 2 minutes.
We're definitely still on YouTube.
So we got maybe Denver Broncos in the AFC West as they barely skeet by the Raiders. What's your outlook on the Denver so far? You got decent D.
Yeah.
One of the best defenses in the league.
That is what's keeping them alive, pretty much.
As you see right here, they're
4 last week, but they're not in the ranks on the top. Denver's number 2.
Yeah.
Coming up this week.
Yeah.
Denver, the D is keeping them alive there. Just how it is.
And I think they'll be able to get through. I'm not sure the end of the schedule or anything, but I think Denver has the skills to, defensive wise, anyways, to be able to get their offense to eventually get it figured out towards the end of the year. But we only got a few seconds left on the YouTube there. Thank everybody for stopping by and hanging out and everything.
Sorry about that, everybody.
And hit us up on or subscribe us on YouTube.
Definitely.
You'll get us get a notification and everything on when our videos are hitting up and everything.
Yeah. Definitely add us on Twitter at the RiteGuys.com or at the RiteGuys. All right.